guys, it's Katie. I'm a little late, but today I'm bringing you my October favorites. Better late than never, right? As per usual, they're a bit random, so let's just get into it. The first favorite of the month is this sweater that I'm wearing here. It is just a plain long sleeve little crew neck sweater. It's actually pretty thin, and this is from Target, and it just has like the NASA symbol on it. Ooh, I think I got this for 20 bucks, and if it is still available, I will link it down below. I got it fairly recently, so it should be. I just think it's so cute. It's like cozy and slouchy. It's not the warmest thing in the world because it's not like a proper hoodie or anything, but it's pretty warm. I wear it out in public. I wear it around the house. I could wear it to sleep in. I just think it's cute, and I like that it says NASA. I think Coach had a collection of NASA inspired things, and this is like a way cheaper version, so I love this. The next favorite, also quite random, but it is the Food Network magazine. So I picked up this guy, which is the October issue, on an airplane a few weeks ago, and I just picked it up on a whim. I like to get magazines at the airport for plane rides. I don't know, it's just something like soothing to me. So anyway, I picked this one up, which I had never gotten before, and I was like, okay, like, let me look through some recipes, but it is so cute. Like, there was like a quiz in here about Halloween candy, and there were all these little, like, it wasn't just recipes, do you know what I mean? It was not just a cookbook. It was like actually informational and fun. And if you watched Travis's birthday vlog, there were two of them, but the first one, I actually cooked a football stadium cake out of this magazine. But if you didn't watch it, let me show you. It looked like this. Well, that's what it was supposed to look like. My real one didn't quite look that pretty, but hey, it was still really cool. It went over well with the family. So I really love this. And then I picked up the November one as well, because obviously November is the month of Thanksgiving, and lots of recipes. And again, there was like a little quiz in here about pie, like America's knowledge and whatever about pie, and I just think it's so cute, so I ended up subscribing. I just think it's like a fun magazine, gives you dinner inspiration or meal inspiration and like fun cocktail recipes and all kinds of things. So check these out if you're into food and like, who is it? Next, I have some media favorites, and so two of them are documentaries. They are two of my favorite ladies. I've always really loved these musicians, and I've seen both of them actually multiple times. And the first one is Lady Gaga's documentary. I believe it's called 5'2". It's on Netflix. My best friend Sloan actually dances for Lady Gaga, for anyone who didn't know that. So I've had the privilege of going to see her concert several times, like kind of because of that, like, you know, to see Sloan and everything. And Gaga is an amazingly talented person. Her vocals, she can play instruments really well. Her songwriting, she's like a really hard worker, and everything that I've ever heard from Sloan about her is that she is just a really hardworking, good woman. And documentaries are always, I don't know, I feel like they always make you really like the person for the most part, depending on how it's spun, but because it just lets you in on their lives a little bit more. It shows them in a more like vulnerable state, and this was no exception. It showed like the making of her Joanne album, which I guess I didn't know that much about. I didn't even really know what that title track song was about, but this explained it. I loved it. Sloan was in it just for a part when they were rehearsing for the Super Bowl. So all in all, I loved it. Another documentary of another female artist that I love is Demi Lovato. I've been wanting to watch this for a really long time, but I just had, I don't know, been doing other things. So I watched it and I loved it. I think that one's called Simply Complicated. I have seen Demi in concert 3 times maybe? I can't remember. I think 3. And then me and my friend Brittany bought tickets to see her again for a 4th time. So I love Demi Lovato. She's also an amazingly talented vocal artist. And this documentary is just fascinating because Demi's gone through a lot with like addiction, and she was, you know, sober, like in sober living at age 19, like before the legal drinking age even. So it was really good, really interesting. I loved it. Go watch them both. That one is a YouTube original, so it's just free on YouTube. You don't need YouTube Red or anything like that. That's actually a perfect segue into my music favorite, but I'm gonna pump the brakes on that and talk about a few products before. I don't have much, but I do really love the things that I have. The first thing is like super basic, and that would be the Morphe 350 eyeshadow palette. I feel like a girl on YouTube in the fall talking about the 350 palette is about as basic as it gets, but it's true. It's a beautiful palette. It's what I have on my eyes today. I've been digging into this almost every time that I wear makeup, which isn't always that often, but when I do, this is like a perfect fall, autumn. There's a nice mix of mattes and shimmers. It gets me exploring with a lot of these more orangey shades that I don't usually go for, but I don't know, looking at this, it sparks the creativity. It makes it kind of easier. You can go more hardcore with it or a little bit softer with it. You can be very, very simple and neutral with this, or you can dive into some of these like shimmers and brighter colors, and it's just perfect for this time of year. Really good quality, really affordable. Love Morphe. Another thing that I have on, actually I have most of these products on. This is a nail polish. It is by Formula X and it's the color called Impeccable. I don't remember if this has been in a favorites before, but I would not be surprised if it had, because I love this color so incredibly much. It's what's on my nails right now. It's like a blushy, nudie pink with a little bit of like a mauve vibe going. Now, unfortunately, Sephora discontinued the brand Formula X, so I'm actually like slightly in panic mode because this is the only bottle I have. And when it goes bad or when it runs out, like, I'm done. So if anybody has any recommendations that are similar to this, if you can see that on my nails, it's like a really pretty nudie, mauvey, pinky blush tone. I think, ooh, whoopsies. Kathleen Lights has a nail polish line called Kiehl Polish, and she's a shade called Zoe, I think it is, that looks, at least from what I can see on the internet, pretty similar to this. And I've been wanting to try her polishes out anyway, so like I might order that one, or I might, I don't know, but I just love this color. I think if I had to have one color on my nails for the rest of my life, it would honestly probably be this. I used to say it would be a red nail because I think red nails are just so classic and beautiful. And I like red and I like nude nails, but this I just feel like is the perfect feminine hybrid, good for any time of year. Like, I love this. It's been on my nails all month. The other product that I have on my face is a highlighter. It's from Benefit and it's their What's Up Cream Highlighter. Typically, I don't much go for cream products. I just don't prefer them. If I have a cream and I have a powder, like 9 out of 10 times I'm gonna reach for the powder. They're just easier to me, whether that's a bronzer, whether that's an eyeshadow, whether that's whatever, like a blush. Like, I just don't tend to jive with cream products. However, when cream products are used like 9 out of 10 times, if not 10 out of 10 times, they're beautiful, they're stunning. Like, when I see girls that wear cream blushes, they look so natural and pretty, and same for eyeshadows and all of that. So this is one that I had a sample of for a long time, and I actually loved it. I would be like, this is like the definition of, I mean, it is a beaming highlight, yet because it's a cream highlight, it's a hybrid of being a beaming yet a natural look to it. You could wear this with, like, today I have more of a full face of makeup, but you could wear this with like very, very minimal makeup and just throw this on and it would just be beaming yet the right amount of natural. I think the packaging is so cute. I love Benefit. It's really creamy. It blends out really, really nice, and it just lasts all day, and it's so pretty. Like, I just really, really love this. This is an oldie but a goodie. I think this has been around for a long time. My last product favorite of the month is a serum, or a skincare product. It's from Kiehl's and it's the Hydro-Plumping Re-Texturizing Serum Concentrate. That is super whitewashed. So this is a serum and it's for hydrating your skin. Let's see what it says. Clinically tested to plump skin, smoothing the appearance of fine lines and texture while significantly reducing the look of dull, tired skin that can be caused by age-related dehydration. And it's 15% glycerin and shiso leaf extract. So basically, it's like a gel kind of a consistency, and you put it on your skin. And I've said this term before when referring to different products, but I truly mean it with this. It is a drink of water for your skin. It just brings your skin back to life. I tend to have combination skin and I don't have severely dry skin, but if you do, and even if you don't, I highly recommend trying this out, getting a sample of it, going to a Kiehl's counter or anywhere that sells Kiehl's, which is actually Sephora sells Kiehl's now, and just trying this out. Especially in this time of year, as I was saying, I don't typically have dry skin, but we're going into winter here and I am drying out everywhere. And this is just such a nice thing to put on. I've been alternating this at night, this with moisturizer on top, and then the next night I'll do Sunday Riley Luna oil and then go back to this the following night. You can do this day or night though. I would say this could even take place of like a primer for like your face, you know, makeup, or even your moisturizer. I don't know. It's such a lightweight texture. It's not heavy at all. That's the other cool thing, is it's like this light gel formula, yet it packs a punch. Like, you feel just relieved. If you ever have that like tight feel on your skin or itchy or anything, if you have dry skin, like, put this on. It brings your hydration back to your skin. It's not a heavy cream that's gonna like sit on top. It's literally the lightest weight little thing that's just gonna make you feel like, oh, okay. I don't know, that's such a weird description, but I really love it, especially if you fly on airplanes. That'll dehydrate your skin. Check it out. I love it. I love it. Kiehl's Hydro-Plumping Re-Texturizing Serum Concentrate for the win. Last but not least, I want to do my music favorite of the month. I'm not even going to talk about Taylor Swift's 2 other songs that she released because I'm going to be posting separate Taylor Swift videos, so we're just going to leave those alone. But yeah, I am going to talk about the other album, or an album that I've been like super into listening to on repeat. And it goes back to what I was saying before. It is Miss Demi Lovato. I've been a fan of hers since literally the beginning of time, Camp Rock days. I have all of her albums. I love them all. She's the type of artist where like I genuinely could put her entire library, what's it called? I don't know, on shuffle, and I like all of her songs. Like, obviously I like some more than others, but I love all of her albums, all of her songs. So this album, her latest one called Tell Me You Love Me, is probably my favorite. That's kind of a bold statement, but I really love it. I definitely love it more than her last album. I think it was called Confident. That one had a few really good singles like Stone Cold. Oh my gosh. But this album overall, like, knocks it out of the park in my opinion. So I love it all. And her documentary like shows her making this album. Let's see, some of my favorites, like literally all of them. I talked about Sorry Not Sorry when it first came out. Tell Me You Love Me, which is the title track. Bomb. Baby, got it back. Oh, tell me you love me. I need someone on days like this. I do. On days like this. Oh, tell me you love me. Ruin the Friendship. Ooh. It's a very promiscuous song, and I speculate personally that it's about Nick Jonas, as I've heard some other people speculate. I kind of just want it to be because I love the two of them. So why don't you stay till sunrise? Your body's looking good tonight. I'm thinking we should cross the line. Let's ruin the friendship. Let's ruin the friendship. Only Forever, Crybaby, Concentrate, Hitchhiker, they're all so good. I love them all. I am gonna give a shout out to probably my favorite song on the album. It's called Daddy Issues. I hope it's a single because I really love it. I'm gonna give a brief, personal, kind of sad story. I don't mean to make it about this, but if you don't know anything about Demi Lovato, and it does go into this in her documentary, she has a really rough relationship with her birth father, like her actual dad, and I believe he actually has since passed away. I don't know from what, and I don't know 100%. But she has a stepdad who she considers more her real dad, and yada yada. I hope it wasn't him that passed away. I just know that she's gone through a lot with her real dad, and, you know, daddy issues, right? Like, that's the name of the song. So on every single one of her albums, she's had a song that is written about her dad. And this is the part where it gets personal. I don't have a relationship with my dad at all, and that's not my choice. It was my dad and his wife's choice. So that's kind of, you know, not the best thing, not the most fun thing, and so that's hard. And as a Demi Lovato fan, all these years when she writes these songs about her dad, one, I think on her last album was called Father. On the album before that, I think it was called Warrior. On Unbroken, it was, on Unbroken, it was called For the Love of a Daughter. So these are like really, my nose is running, really personal, sad, deep, heavy songs. And truth be told, I've always had a really hard time listening to them because it just like hits too close to home, and I'm like, I can't even really go there. So when I saw this album and I saw there was a song called Daddy Issues, I was like, oh gosh, this is gonna be her really sad, like tough song that I'm not really gonna be able to listen to. But then I listened to it and I was like, this is my favorite song on the album. And you know, it's still sad in its own right because it's literally like lucky for you, like you treat me really poorly, but lucky for you I have daddy issues and I don't really recognize it, or like you can get away with it because I have daddy issues. So like the subject matter is sad, yes, but it's a much different approach to her daddy issue songs than she's ever taken, and I love it. So
you're the man of my dreams, cause you know how to leave, but I really believe that you'll change it for me. Lucky for you, I got all these daddy issues, what can I do?
So anyway, that's my favorite on the Demi album, but the entire album front to back is bomb. It's literally one of, I think it is my favorite Demi album. I think I already said that. I could listen to every single song and like really thoroughly enjoy it. So check it out if you haven't already. I think that about wraps it up for my belated October favorites. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you very soon because Taylor Swift's album comes out in 2 days. Now, I'm going to be out of town at a wedding when the album comes out, so it's gonna give me a slight delay, but I'm gonna film a reacting to video, and I'm so pumped. I've never done that before, and I'm a huge Taylor Swift fan, for those of you who don't know. And I'm actually about to record, my next video is gonna be a Taylor Swift video on my top 10 favorite Taylor Swift songs, so check that out if it's up, and I will catch you guys very soon. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye. Oh, you can't see my sweatshirt. I need to back up. Can we be friends? I like to get magazines when I'm at an airport. Why can't I not speak? I like to get magazines for